And we're live. Hey everybody, it's Famicom Detective Club, the girl who stands behind. Yeah, that's what the other one's called. I finished the other one the other week. Last week, specifically, I think. Oh wow, this game was made by mages.
Yeah, they made
Oh. I was just making a joke.
Mages
This is a work of
character
fiction.
in
Any similarity to actual persons, locations, or groups is purely coincidental.
Mages is a mage in Neptunia, to no one's surprise.
Makes sense.
I didn't use her very much.
Oi, 見つかったか?
Hold on, how do I need to turn that off?
Turn what up?
The voice playback. Nope. Well, I want to turn this off, but it won't let me. Oh, it's because if you turn this off, it automatically turns off the protagonist's voice. Yeah, that tracks, actually. Oh, you can set it to the Famicom voice. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the, the new soundtrack, though. I didn't know that was a thing. That's neat. Hey, did you find him? No, not yet. Oh, God. Some men were chasing me. Oh, no. Gotta hide. Oh, they just teleport. Oh. I kicked a can. Oh, there you are. They found me. I jumped out of the bushes. Hey, kid, get back here. That was some very good running animations. Oh! Whoops. Hey there, what's the matter? Hey kid, why'd you run away? All we did was ask for your name. What did he do? And who might you be? Do you know this boy? Not exactly, but... This kid was wandering around late at night, and when we tried to speak with him, he ran off. Alright, punk, you're coming with us to the station. Hold on a second, if you don't mind. I can take it from here.
What?
Excuse me? Who do you think you are? Oh, wait a minute, aren't you? Something doesn't seem right, so I want to hear what he has to say. Is that okay with you too? If you say so, sir. We know you can handle the kid. Please, go right ahead. Huh? Then they phased out of existence. Thanks so much. No need to thank me. You look thirsty. Why don't we get something to drink? It's on me. Huh? We went to a small coffee shop.
That's open?
Yep, apparently. If it's not open, we got problems. Okay, so you're looking for your long-lost parents. Can I ask why? I get it. You don't want to talk about it. Anyways, what's your plan? Do you have a place to stay? Oh, fuck. I don't have a guide open. Hold on. Do. I like the sad music. Okay, seems like it should be pretty straightforward, I guess.
I would assume so. It'd be wild if they gave you dialogue based on our very first conversation.
You can trust me, kid. I understand if you don't, though. What about you? I feel like I'm sitting across from a younger me. I decided to talk to you because I wanted to help you. I know we've only just met, but if you need to stay somewhere, why don't you come over to my place for now? Huh. About myself. You really remind me of myself when I was your age. It's just like meeting younger me. Is that all you have to say, man? We're not that different, so I want to help you. Okay. Surprised these have all been unique. We're not that... Okay, there we go. Dusty's playing Mario Golf Super Rush. Also, hi, Mologai. Don't know if I said that earlier or not. I may have not.
I don't think you did.
I'm sorry, but you are... I'm Shunsuke Utsugi, private detective. Whoa, a detective? I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a regular guy. What do you say? I won't force you. There's the faint sound of somebody ordering in the background. I look at the man. This guy's a private detective. That must be why he knows the police. Hey, no pressure. It's up to you. Just think it over and let me know. Look at surroundings. It's a small coffee shop. Shit, dude, it sure is. Think. He seems to know the police and doesn't seem suspicious. Plus, it's not like I have anywhere else to go. Okay, that sounds good, thanks. Alright, let's get going. Oh, hold on. I don't even know your name. Yeah. Well, I'd use this name against my better judgment, yes. I'm Supes Ninja. Great, let's go, Supes. After my encounter with Detective Shunsuke Utsugi, I eventually became his assistant. Something told me that doing this might bring me closer to eventually finding my long-lost parents. It kind of did, in a way. As his assistant, I became involved in several cases, including this horrifying case. Nintendo.
Very
The,
scary.
the scariest case there is.
Well, I mean, if you make fan games, yeah.
True. True. From 1989 and 1998. When you're alone at school, someone behind you calls out. You turn around to find a girl standing there. Wanting to tell you something, the lonely girl stands behind you. Famicom Detective Club. The girl who stands behind. So shit, this one gonna be about ghosts?
I hope so.
Fucking...
Milk sock makes me think
Yeah. Why is she getting closer? Oh, okay. Cool. Guilty Gear cool sound effect. Cool. Several months had passed since I began living with Detective Utsugi as his assistant. Then one fateful morning, the phone rang at Utsugi Detective Agency and a horrifying case began. Utsugi Detective Agency. Yes, okay, I understand. Detective, it's the police. Seems to be a new case. What? Alright, let's head over. Chapter 1. One girl's death. Good start. Chapter 2. Two girls' deaths. Chapter 3. Three girls' deaths. When we arrived at the scene, it was already swarming with police.
They built a wall around the corpse.
I assume. You must be Supes from Utsugi Detective Agency. Thanks for coming over. Hello, officer. What's the situation? Someone found a body here. We're still determining if foul play was involved. Oh. Call engage. This shit is different.
Yeah.
The buttons are different than they were.
Like, was there a option to swap the two face buttons? Because it might be using the Japanese controls.
No, not. It's not the controls that are different. Like these, the options are different. Yeah, the order they're in, and also remember is think now. Let's talk to the victim, or talk about the victim. Not to the victim. The victim's dead. Won't be talking much. We think the victim is most likely a local female high school student. This morning, someone reported it to us after they saw her floating near the riverbank. Okay. Cause of death? We just got here, so we haven't even been able to identify the victim yet. Okay. But the time of death? We don't know anything yet. It's too early to make any guesses. Okay. And then what the fuck are you doing here? What do you know? Poor thing. She was about your age, kid. There's a lot they still don't know. You don't say. Forensics has been taking their sweet time setting up. All the other assigned officers have only just arrived. So that's where we're at. The river was flooded from the rain. Who knows? Maybe she accidentally fell in. My gut tells me this was an accident. What do you think, kid? I don't know yet. I already told you we don't know much yet. We think the victim is blah, 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 blah. That's all I've got. Can I look at the surroundings? What's around me? Some onlookers are beginning to gather. Victim. The body must be underneath that blue tarp. Okay, well, can I go over there? Can I talk to Utsugi instead? Detective Utsugi is busy speaking to another detective. I better not interrupt. Okay. Well, I can't talk. Can I look at the victim, please? Body must be underneath the tarp. Yes, I know. Think. An accident. Could it be that simple? We'll have more of a sense once we investigate the victim. I would love to. He won't let me, though. Could I have a look at the victim? That's a hard no. Okay, Mr. Peek over there. Mr. Guy peeking out. That's a hard no, kid. Sorry about that. But you're free to inspect where the body was discovered. Okay, well, fuck. I'll do that, then. There's a bunch of trash in here. She was found around here. There's a lot of trash around here. Maybe there's a clue. Let's look at some... Let's look at some stuff. See if there's any stuff to find. Trash. Oh, there's like some books. I don't know. Book.
That is a lot.
Can. I see some empty cans. They were probably carried over here by the river. Yeah, this thing's filthy. Oh, hey, a glove.
Yeah,
or a hand.
At
Nothing special about them.
It's like, is that a hand? It's like, well, no.
I also thought it was a
It's
hand.
just a plastic.
There's a bunch of trash everywhere. Must have been washed by the rain. Can, trash. Wait, underneath the trash, is that a class ID? Okay. Take it. It's mine.
This feels like they did like a one-to-one version of a text-based adventure game into like a selection menu.
Kind of. I was right, it's a class ID. I would love to know what this game actually looked like on the fucking Famicom.
It looks pretty similar to this, except it's a lot floppier.
Well, yeah.
I
Class
saw
ID.
the UI when I was watching those videos of the guys trying to find
It says Ushimitsu High School Class 1A Yoko Kojima. This might belong to the victim. Officer, I found a clue. I found a class ID. Oh, nice work. It might belong to the victim. I'll hand it over to forensics.
No.
Gotta look at the body now. Oh god, who are you? You must be Mr. Utsugi's assistant. I'm about to examine the body now. This is the voice I have, I've decided. It looks like you'll be accompanying me. Mr. Utsugi's asked me to let you observe and learn. Well, actually, he insisted. Let's get going. That's great, thank you. Let me see that corpse. What do you know about the... I've seen plenty of horses. You could call me a corpse connoisseur. That being said, every one is unique. You can't go draw any conclusions until you start examining. Okay.
What an intestine looks like.
No idea. I haven't examined it yet. Well, then what the fuck are we doing? What do you know? What's the matter? Are you getting cold feet? Get it? Like the corpse?
I hate him.
Can we just look at the victim, please? Alright, let's go over by the corpse. You're quite the courageous kid. It's a girl's body. The police have just arrived and no one's examined the body yet. Oh, looks like the class ID belongs to her after all. You're right, the photo of the ID matches her face. Now, what shall we look at? Follow your instinct. Let's examine some... I would say neck would be a good first place. But it's not a selectable option, so I'm just gonna go with uniform, I guess. Her clothes don't look damaged or disturbed in any way. Everything seems to indicate it was an accident so far. Scarf. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Well, then why'd you fucking let me click on it? Skirt. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. I can't click on anything else. She's a pretty girl. You're right. I can't. Her hands are off screen. I don't see anything that looks like it might be a clue.
What about her hairpin? So you can check skirt. Skirt is different.
I checked skirt already.
Oh, you did? Scarf?
I did scarf too.
You did? Oh, okay.
There's nothing. Her face is unimportant, I guess. Alright, well, we consult the guide. I was doing well so far. Okay, let's see. Examine her face a couple of times. Face is not an option, but fine. Oh, if you look closely, there are small scratches on her face. They're most likely from when she was floating down the river. No, she's here. Examine her neck a couple of times. Her tangled wet hair is blocking the view of her neck. Her tangled wet hair is blocking the view of her neck. You're interested in that area? Yeah, fucking get the hair. You seem to be drawn to the neck area. You can't see it as is. What do you think we should do? Fucking move it. What do you mean, what should we do? Take hair. My hair now. Can you remove the hair from the neck area? Sure thing. There, that should do it. Oh yeah, she was definitely fucking strangled. That's what I assumed. It's like, why else would they have the hair cover it like that? There's nothing on the neck. Wait, look! What do you mean there's nothing on the neck? There are signs of possible strangulation. Was this girl murdered? You're right, these look to be strangulation marks. This is likely a murder case.
No, it's a ghost.
Who's yelling over there? Oh. Yoko, how did this happen? No. Let's think about this for a second. She seems to know the victim. I should talk to her. Yeah, you don't say. Also, she doesn't have shoes, which is weird. Who are you? Yoko, say something, please. She seems worked up at the moment. What if I call her? Hey! Yoko, how did this happen? Hey! Okay, well, this isn't it. About Yoko. Yoko, okay. What do you know? Why did Yoko know? I can't believe this. Yoko! Please wait, let me speak. Who are you? I'm Tatsuya Hibona, Yoko Kojima's homeroom teacher. Okay. What do you know? Why did this happen? And here of all places. It seems that Yoko was murdered. Okay. So in this game, they are taking away the options when I can't click them anymore, it seems like. So why didn't they fucking do that in the other one? I'm...
Don't love the jank, don't you?
No.
Come on.
Murdered? No, who would do such a thing? Let's call girl. Hey, girl. Please wait, I will answer your questions. You won't, I've already talked to you. Murdered? No, who would do such a thing? Think. I don't think that can get anything out of these two. They're completely shocked. Besides, though he's trying to hide it, I can tell that Hibino is even more disturbed by this than that girl. He looks like a ghost. He's in no condition to answer any questions. Detective Utsugi is calling me. Let's return to the office for now. Yes, sir. It looks like a murder case after all. Yes, it seems she was murdered at a separate location on September the 30th between 9 and 10 p.m. and then thrown in the river. So the murder occurred last night. Right after my birthday. Why do so many bad things in video games happen on or around my birthday? Since you're the perfect person for school investigations, the police are counting on you. I'm the perfect person? They seem to have high hopes that you'll find clues related to this case by looking into things at the school. What? Nani? The police think you'll be easier to talk to since, you know, you're about the same age as the students. Good luck, Supes. Okay. Before we move forward, we have to talk to all parties involved. Okay. I guess speculate, probably. We don't know anything yet. I wish I could talk to the girl in Hibino. Think. I wish I could talk to the girl. Fucking yeah, I know. Can I call them? Mr. Hibino and the girl went back to school after they were interviewed, but I've asked the girl to come here. Oh, look at that, she's here. Oh, okay. Yep. Excuse me.
Oh, she's going to die.
No, she's the assistant
No,
from...
she's going to die. Look at her hair, she's going to die.
No, she's the assistant. You're thinking of moms. She's not a mom.
She's got the same hair, though, so she's going to die.
Yeah, but she's not a mom, and she's also in the next game, which I think happens after this, or the other game, I should say, which happens after this, I think. I wanted to apologize for panicking this morning. Not at all. I should apologize for asking you to come over so soon. This is my brilliant assistant, Supes Ninja. He's going to ask you some questions about the incident. Is that all right? Yes, I want to help however I can. Thank you for doing this. I'm going to ask you several questions. Is that all right? Yes, I'll tell you anything I know. Anything for Yoko.
What's your social security?
What's your name? Okay, can you please start by telling me your name? My name is Ayumi Tachibana. Yoko was my best friend. Yep, this is her. About Yoko. Is it true she was murdered? Who in the world would do something like that? Poor Yoko. About Ayumi. I'll tell you anything I know. Anything for Yoko. Okay. Helpful. What about your dad? Or not your dad, it was the teacher. It seemed like a huge shock to Mr. Hibono. I'm gonna fucking long shot. I bet he did it.
Oh, yeah, that's why I said as soon as I saw him. He looks like he did it.
What were you doing last night around 9 p.m.? Wait, are you saying I'm a suspect? That's horrible. Oh no, I need to be more careful.
No, I just wanted to get a picture of the time.
What do you know? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, beans.
Yeah.
Oh, I made her upset.
She's crying.
Is there anything you think we should know regarding Yoko's case? I don't know. I don't think anyone had a grudge against her, but there is one thing I noticed. What's that? Is it that her shoes were missing? Because that's weird. Well, Yoko and I had a group at school called the Detective Club. Oh. Detective Club? What about the Detective Club? We would investigate rumors and strange things around the school and town and share our findings in a report. We would always divide up our investigations, but lately Yoko was investigating something on her own. Maybe that had something to do with why she was murdered. Gasp! We started it, just the two of us, for fun. Without her, it doesn't seem so fun anymore. Yeah, probably not. Do you have any idea what Yoko was investigating? No, but I know for sure that she was desperately trying to find something. And that's when I noticed Yoko acting strange. Strange? How so? In what way? The fact that these are separate this is a thing I hate about visual novels, is that rather than just like fucking telling you all the information, they make you click on it a second time for some reason.
Not all visual novels do that, but this one does.
This one does, and Danganronpa did a lot. And I, the Somnium Files also did it. Or at least like every mystery visual novel I've ever played has made you click on things multiple times to get all of the information instead of just giving it to you all at once. It's miserable. I hate it. No patience for this shit no more. She always seemed deep in thought, distracted. Sometimes I felt like I was looking at a completely different person. I think I've told you everything I know. Do you need to ear it again? No, I think I've eared it enough. Thanks, I've got it. I've taken notes, so no need. Instructions. Important notes are saved in your notepad automatically. If you want to look at the notepad screen, ++ during the game to display the menu screen. On the menu screen, select Look at Notepad with A to view the investigation notes. Press B to return to the menu screen. For instance, boom, Notepad. Also, this is a very loaded thing, or if you look at Notepad and it says victims. And the text box is also that size. It's like, I wonder. Now let's think. Don't have anything to think about, I guess. Supes, why don't you try visiting Yoko's house? Okay, bye. Peace. I'll go to Yoko's house right now. I can show you the way. Thanks. Yoko Kojima's house. This is Yoko's house. Yep. I read the Chiron, I know. Hello, my name is Supes Ninja from Utsugi Detective Agency. Hi, I'm Yoko's mother. I'm so sorry for your loss. We're doing our best to figure out what happened. Would you be willing to help us? Yes. What do you know about Yoko? Last night she didn't come home. I filed a report with the police, but I had no idea. Bummer. What's your alibi? What were you doing last night around 9 p.m.? I was waiting at home for Yoko to return. Can anybody confirm that? There are no words for how I'm feeling. Sad, but like a lot. Is there anything you think we should know regarding Yoko's case? Nope. Do you know anyone that might have had a grudge against Yoko? That's impossible. She would be the last person someone would hold a grudge against. Okay. I can't believe this has happened. I feel like you're done on that subject now, alibi. I was waiting at home. Okay, what do you know? Had you noticed anything different about Yoko recently? Let me think. About a week ago, she started going out every night. After coming home late, she'd get up to something in her room. She seemed depressed, and I was right to be worried about her. Come to think of it, Ayumi also mentioned that she seemed different recently. No, like... Can I go to her room, please? Anything else? What happened a week ago? Well, I don't think there was anything in particular. Well, actually, one morning she came downstairs and said to me, "Hey, I'm gonna die soon." Mom, I had the weirdest dream last night. I was walking down the school hallway alone. Then I heard a girl's voice calling out to me from behind. I turned around to find a young girl covered in blood. She said to me, "Help me, get me out." And suddenly she disappeared. She seemed quite sad. And that's when I woke up. I know it sounds scary, but it wasn't. She seemed so familiar somehow.
Was it you?
And I thought that was weird at the time, but I didn't really look into it. What's the matter, Ayumi? I think I remember something about her dream. Come to the school with me. Right now? Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Mrs. Kojima, excuse me. Thank you for your cooperation. Please excuse us. Okay, bye. We're going to school now. School gate. So this is Ushimitsu High School, Ayumi School. It was Yoko Kojima's too. What did you remember? The blood-covered girl from Yoko's dream sounds very similar to a rumor about a ghost in our school. A ghost? A ghost? Sorry, getting a drink. If Yoko saw the ghost in the dream and then all of this happened, well, I'm a little freaked out. Fair. What about the rumor? This rumor's been going around Utsumitsu High School for years. All the students should know it. Well, I'm not one of the students, so what the fuck is it? It's similar to the dream Yoko had. Okay. Fucking just tell me! It's similar to the dream Yoko, okay. What about the school? Most schools have creepy rumors though, right? True, I've heard some schools have their own 7 wonders. What do you know? Oh wait, I remember Yoko actually mentioned the ghost. Yes, it was about a week ago. Gasp. So the thing Yoko was investigating on her own might have been... It could have been about that ghost rumor. I'll go and ask everyone. Ayumi, wait up! She's gone. Well, let's think, I guess. Even if Yoko Kojima was looking into the ghost rumor, I don't think it's related to the case. Ayumi's gone, so I don't have anyone to talk to. Well then, why is the option still there? Let's look at surroundings. Perfect, I'll try talking to them. Excuse me, children! Excuse me. Huh? Who are you? You're not a student here, are you? I'm Supes Ninja from Utsugi Detective Agency, and I need to stop introducing myself like that. Oh yeah? A detective? You watch too much TV or something? They don't seem to believe me. Here, do I have a badge? I'd like to ask you a few questions. Wow, you sound like a real detective.
Yeah.
I am a real one.
Did you notice that they're both talking in sync?
I did. About Yoko. It was about that girl who was murdered last night, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're in 2nd year, so we didn't know her, but it's all anyone's talking about today. What about Ayumi? You know her? Was there an Ayumi in 2nd year? Actually, she's in 1st year. No, that's me. Actually, she's in 1st year, not 2nd. Oh, 1st year. We wouldn't know her. Oh, okay, fine. Fucking worthless. About Mr. Hibono. He's the homeroom teacher for Class 1A. He's kinda hot. I didn't think about the fact that the blush goes over my glasses. It's fine. Some kids seem to get a somewhat gloomy vibe from him, though. What about that rumor? You know anything about that rumor? I want to ask about the rumor of a ghost at this school. By rumor, you mean the girl who stands behind? The one about the blood-covered girl who stands behind you? Yes, that one. So you refer to the ghost as the girl who stands behind? Yeah, that's what everyone calls her. Cool. Fucking tell me about it. The girl of the legend. What exactly is the rumor about the girl who stands behind? That's really creepy. Some people say they saw her for real. Okay, tell me more though, please. Can you tell me more about the girl who stands behind? Sure, I'll tell you. Oh, shit's about to get spooky. You're in a classroom alone. You hear a voice behind you. Nope, wrong one, shit. You turn around and... a blood-covered girl stands there. That's one version. I've heard another one. You're walking down the hallway alone. You hear a voice behind you. You turn, but nobody's there. You brush it off and turn back around. But the blood-covered girl is right in front of you. I heard another one where she turns up in the bathrooms, too. There are a bunch of different versions. Cool. Anything else important about that? These types of school rumors can usually trace back to a real incident that happened in the past. Yeah, like a student committing suicide is a common story. We don't know anything else. Okay. Oh, I guess I can stop being spooky now. Oh, fuck, shit. No. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. I got it. And you know anything else about Yoko? So sad. Yep, sure is, dude. Anything else about Ayumi? Don't know. Okay. You don't have to look so annoyed. I'm sorry. Huh. You know when you talk to somebody and they just say heart symbol? What about the school? You know anything? Did something happen at the school a long time ago? Like something that could have caused this rumor to begin with? A long time ago? How would we know? Do you know anyone who might know? Someone who knows the school well. Maybe Mr. Kamada? Mr. Kamada? Who dat? He's the art teacher. He knows a lot about the past. But what are you gonna do? Ask him about the girl who stands behind? Oh, that reminds me. You weren't supposed to openly talk about the girl who stands behind. I'm getting scared. Gotta go. Bye. Hey, wait for me. The students left. I guess I should go find Kamada. Let's go to the art room. I know where that is intrinsically, and I'm gonna go there. Ah, yes, you can tell it's an art room because there's an easel and a bust in it. Excuse me, is Mr. Kamada around? Who are you, young man? I'm Supes Ninja from Utsuki Detective Agency, I know. Just hear me out. I was hoping to ask Mr. Kamada some questions. Oh, so you're the detective. I've heard about you. I'm Kamada. Pleased to meet you. Thank you. So I'll get right to it. Have you heard about Yoko Kojima's case? Yes, just this morning. It's so sad. I'll tell you anything I know. Excellent. Talk about Yoko. Excuse me. She was a Hibino student. The victim, I mean. Okay. You know anything about him? He must have been quite shocked. Okay. You know anything about the school? It's been 35 years since I first started teaching here. You know anything about the girl who stands behind? Oh, you seem pretty familiar with things, considering you aren't a student here. It's an old rumor. Every school has one. There have been all sorts of stories that no longer fill these halls. But the girl who stands behind is different. Rumor has it she still appears, even to this day. The rumor started, maybe 15 years ago. 15 years ago? Why did it start 15 years ago, you ask? Maybe something happened at the school around that time. You gonna fucking tell me? Why did it start 15 years ago, you ask? Nope, guess not. What about the school? You know anything about the school? Did an incident occur at the school 15 years ago? Let's see. Oh, right, I remember now. 15 years ago, around November, a female student went missing. Gasp! Missing person. What happened to her? She was never found. It's sad to say, but I doubt she's still alive today. Bummer. Is the rumor about the girl who stands behind in any way related to the missing student? It could be. I started hearing a story of the girl who stands behind around the same time of the student's disappearance. Anything else? Never occurred to me until now that the missing girl and the girl who stands behind could be connected. Okay, anything else? Never occurred to me. Nope. Okay. What do you know? Anything else? I didn't think that a detective like you would want to talk about the girl who stands behind. Come to think of it, a female student came and asked about the girl who stands behind. Wait, what was the name of that murdered girl? Yoko Kojima from Class 1A. Oh, bummer. That might be the girl who came to ask me about the rumor. Really? So Yoko came to ask you about the girl who stands behind? I must admit, the more you press me, the more I begin to doubt myself, but... Oh, look at the time. Maybe I should wrap up for now. Okay, fine. Can I drop by again tomorrow? Of course. I'll help in any way I can. Thanks so much. Take care. Hey, Detective, I'm back. Welcome back, Supes. How's the investigation coming? I don't know, but it's time to speculate, I think. This is good lighting. Yoko Kojima might have been investigating a rumor about a ghost called the Girl Who Stands Behind. Hold on, how do I... Is there a way to get rid of text? Force skipped. Open text log, cancel, hide message window.
Hide message window.
There we go. Because this is a good-ass screenshot. The rumor first began to circulate when a female student at Ushimitsu High disappeared. How is this connected to Yoko's case? Is the Girl Who Stands Behind rumor somehow related to Yoko's death? Okay, Supes, I've got something to tell you. An investigative friend of mine asked me to take on a case that will reach its statute of limitations in November. November? That's so close! Yeah, so I'll be concentrating on that case. That means Yoko Kojima's case will be mostly yours to investigate. Seriously? I know this isn't very reassuring news for you, but do your best. I've got to head over to the police department now. Good luck. Bye! Think. Now what? How do I move forward with the investigation? For now, I'll look into tracing Yoko's movements and try to learn about the Girl Who Stands Behind. That said, investigating without Detective Utsuki around is quite unnerving. I'm gonna look at his things really quick because I just noticed some wild shit.
Yeah.
Like the fucking boxing gloves. These are Detective Utsuki's gloves.
Why are they square?
I don't know.
Do you see Minecraft boxer?
It's an award from a tournament Detective Utsuki was in. What kind of tournament? Give me more. Think. It's quite unnerving without him around. Call him. Detective Utsuki, please come back. Right. Ah, you startled me. Detective, don't surprise me like that. I forgot to give you this to you. What is it? Oh, this is Yoko Kojima's class ID. I borrowed it from the police department. It'll probably come in handy for you. Here you go. Anyway, I'm counting on you. Oh, to ask the art teacher if this is the girl he saw. Yeah, that makes sense. He's gone for real this time. I guess I really am gonna have to do this investigation alone. I should get some sleep for tomorrow. Alright, I'll go investigate at the school. I should talk with Kamada some more, too. To the school! To the front of school! Chapter 2, The Puzzling Words. Oh, the kid here. Oh, that student doesn't seem too busy. I'll try talking to him. I'll bother that nearby student. Excuse me, nearby student? What's up? I'm Supes Ninja from Utsuki Detective Agency, I know. Could I ask you a few questions? A detective? Is this about yesterday's incident? I'll totally help. Sure, man. What up? You know about Yoko? That's the girl that was killed. Yeah, I know that. She's a cute girl from the detective club, right? Cool. About Hibino. He's an English teacher here. A bunch of girls think he's good looking. Yeah, I know, right? This school isn't too strict. The name's kind of weird, though. I know, it's difficult to pronounce when you're me. You know about the girl who stands behind? It's said that she appears a lot around this time of year. It's so creepy, but I heard someone's trying to find stuff out about her. Don't know who, though. What's going on back there?
He's just getting his shoes out of the locker.
No, he opened the locker and something fell on the ground. What was that about? Okay, whatever. Are you really a detective? That's so cool. Thanks. What do you think about this ID? This is Yoko Kojima. Do you recognize her? Oh, wait, that's Yoko? I saw her 2 or 3 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago. That's right before the murder. Where did you see her? She was at the old school building alone. I wonder what she was doing. The old school building? Yeah, over there. Oh, by the way, when I saw Yoko Kojima at the old school building, she seemed darker, not like the person in that photo. Hmm? I know I shouldn't say stuff like this, but she was kind of creepy. Hmm, I see. Let's go to the old school building and examine it. Got it. Old school building. Why does that look like an entrance?
That is definitely an entrance. They just like concreted over something recently.
It's quiet and kind of dark. What was Yoko doing in a place like this? Can I... Differently colored wall. Weird, this wall is a different color from the others.
Oh my god. Oh.
It must have been repainted later.
No. What? This isn't paint.
Fucking investigate that shit, dude. What are you on about? Fine. Examine the old building. Examine the surroundings. It's quiet and dark. It doesn't seem like people typically hang out here.
Examine the box.
Examining the box. Trash bin. It's a trash bin. Shit, dude, it sure is.
So are you.
Let's go with like examine the building, I guess. Oh, this is just some graffiti. What does it say? The strongest of all the mammals, HK?
Hong Kong?
What?
Where's... What do you mean? There is no graffiti there.
I also don't see the
There
graffiti.
is a blur there. Did they censor the graffiti?
Oh, what's this? Just some graffiti. Let's see. I love Famicom Detective Club. Thank you for 30 years.
Uh-huh.
Bum, 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 ba, ba-da, 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 ba-da.
She was killed.
It's the old school building. It looks run down.
How about you go inside instead of staring at the wall?
Nope. Nobody's around. I have to examine the surroundings a couple times. It's quiet and dark. Doesn't seem like people typically hang out here. It's quiet and dark. Doesn't seem like people typically hang out here. Examine, it's quiet and dark. It just says examine the surroundings until something happens, but there's nothing here. Must have been repainted later. That's all I have to say about that. Tree. It's a row of trees. They seem to be well maintained. Nothing's drawing my attention. The game doesn't know what to do. I don't know what to do, game. Yep, those are trees. And that's ground. Do I have to examine the trash bin again? It's a trash bin. Yeah, I know. Think? What was Yoko doing in a place like this? I don't know, man. It's quiet and dark. Yep, I know that. Nobody's around. Yes, I know that too. It says, go to the old school building and examine it. A man will turn up. You know what? I think I have to go to the art room first. Art room. Excuse me. I can't find Kumada. Did he leave already? I called Kumada's name, but nobody answered, though I would freak out if somebody actually responded right now. Alright, let's go back to the front of the school. Hey, kid. That student's still here. Hey, do you know where Kumada is? Do you know if Mr. Kumada left for the day? He's not in the art room. Oh, he's at a faculty meeting right now. If you need to talk to him, you'll have to wait until the bell rings. A meeting. I guess I won't interrupt. Alright, now I'll try going to the old school building. Oh, no, wait. It's quiet. Nope, hold on. Gotta go back. I gotta talk to him again, and then he leaves, and then I can go to the old school. Oh, he's not here anymore. Student performer seems to have left. Nobody's around anymore. Well, okay. Then I guess I'll go to the old school building. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You aren't a student here. If you aren't a student, you're trespassing. Get out! Okay. Excuse me, I'm looking into, Oh, wait, you've got a class ID on you. I see. You're a transfer student. What? Maybe he's a teacher? He looks around 60 years old.
Yeah, teachers are generally old, horrible people.
About the man. You are... I'm Toshio Tozaki. I've been the janitor here for 20 years. Yum. Thank you, car. About Yoko. Is there any chance you saw a female student here about 2 or 3 days ago? So what if I did? It might have been Yoko Kojima, a student here who was recently murdered. You've heard what happened, haven't you? What do you know about the school, man? Okay. What do you know about the girl of legend, man? It's a silly rumor. I'd watch where you stick your nose if I were you. Okay. What do you know? Anything? Yeah, I didn't think so. Think. Looks like he's getting a bit antsy all of a sudden. I'll show you that ID again. Have you seen this girl around here? No, I didn't. Really? I don't believe you. Looks like he's getting a bit antsy all of a sudden. I'll just fucking talk. Hey, now, wait just a second. Who are you? I'm Supes Ninja from Utsugi Detective Agency. Detective Agency? You're a detective!
Yes.
I'm here to investigate the murder of Yoko Kojima. Do you know anything about it? No, I don't. If you don't mind, I'm pretty busy, so I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, bye. I don't like how he came right at me like that. Think. There's no point hanging around here anymore, but I want to know more about that janitor, Tazaki. Let's go back to the front of school, I guess. Schoolyard. Looks like most of the students have left already. The faculty meeting hasn't finished. Huh? That's Ayumi. Where's she going? I'll follow her. Okay. In front of the mirror. Why is there just a mirror at the end of this hallway?
Why?
That's asking for ghosts.
Why? Is there a it's like, well, that's like a 6-foot tall mirror.
Why is there a door-sized mirror here?
Dude,
Ayumi? Oh, it's you. What's the matter with Ayumi? She seems out of it. Let's go. I don't like that we can see us. What's the matter, pal? I've tried talking to lots of people. I couldn't nail down whether or not Yoko was looking into the girl who stands behind. Okay, so I need to examine the mirror. Mirror. Examine. It's quiet here. There's a mirror in the corner. Ayumi's standing in front of a large mirror. Her expression is the same as yesterday, still sullen. Then think. Okay, wait. It says examine the mirror and then think. It's quiet here. There's a mirror in the corner. Why the fuck is there a mirror here? Interesting. Maybe I need to finish talking to her first. But even if she was investigating the rumor, how does that connect her to the murder? Mr. Tazaki? That's the school janitor. What about him? He caught me in front of the old school building. Oh. What do you know? Nothing? Didn't think so. What do you know about Yoko? Nothing? Didn't think so. I'm gonna think for a second. Didn't help, damn it. Well, let's look at the mirror again, I guess. It's quiet here, there's a mirror in the corner. Think. Nope. Examine. Ayumi. Ayumi seems to be lost in thought. Think. What is she doing here? So here's the thing. I remember Yoko saying something here. One day after Yoko's behavior changed, I was standing in front of this mirror. Oh, flashback. Then she came up behind me and said, Ayumi, look, I really need to tell you something about the girl who stands behind. She really might be standing behind you. Ah! Whoa, it's like Yoko was... It's like she was telling you she was the girl who stands behind? That's all Yoko said. What was she trying to tell me? I don't know, dog. Think again. What buttons do I need to click? What did she mean? I'm scared. The faculty meeting seems to be over. Well, back to the art room. Have fun crowning your weird mirror. Oh, the time. I've got to get home. Goodbye, Supes. Okay, be safe. Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Ninja, I've just gotten back from a meeting. Yes, I know. Was this student came here? Hold on, I've got the ID on me. Who's this? Oh, this is the girl. Really? Yes, I remember her face very well. She seemed so desperate to hear the story that it was a bit disturbing. Why was she so curious about the girl who stands behind? So Yoko really was investigating the girl who stands behind. But I still don't really see the connection between this and the case yet. No mistaking it, she's the one. Okay, what about the legend? It's a frightening story. Okay, what about Tazaki? He's the janitor. His bark is worse than his bite. Okay, what do you know? Anything? I wanted to tell you something. Huh? What is it? But I can't remember. I think it was rather important. Was it about Yoko? No mistaking it. Nope. Was it about Tazaki? Before he was a janitor, Mr. Tazaki was a plasterer. Aha. You know the people who plaster walls? Could it be that the wall panel in the old school building was... Oh, that wall? Good eye. Yeah, that was Mr. Tazaki's work. When the wall crumbled years ago, he fixed it. Fine craftsmanship indeed. Was it 15 years ago? Please tell me it was 15 years ago. How many years ago was it? Was it 15 years ago? What about Mr. Tazaki? Nothing. I just met him in front of the old school building. Well, the girl of legend. First Yoko Kojima, now you. What's with everyone asking about the girl who stands behind? Oh, yes, I remember now. What is it? After I told you about the missing person case yesterday, I looked into it a little more. I found out that the girl was named Shinobu Asakawa. She was in class 1A at the time. Shinobu Asakawa? What about it? What about her? I don't remember much of her as a student, unfortunately, but rumor has it she might have been involved in an incident of some sort. An incident? Anyhow, please excuse me, but it's been getting late and I need to head home. Farewell, Mr. Ninja. Yes, thanks so much.
Mr. Ninja.
Yep. Back to the office. Ah, my back. Oh, hey, boss. I'm back. Good work, Supes. Speculate time. For whatever reason, oh no. For whatever reason, Yoko Kojima was looking into the girl who stands behind, and likely at the root of the rumor is the girl who suddenly disappeared 15 years ago. Her name was Shinobu Asakawa, a student at Utsumitsu High School. Something must have happened to her, but Does this have anything to do with Yoko's murder case? I'll have to think. I wonder what the janitor Tazaki was worried about when we spoke. Probably that I would bust down his shitty wall. How's the investigation going? Hard to say, Detective. How about your case? So far, I've just received the synopsis of what happened. 15 years ago, Genjiro Kaneda, a local bar owner, was murdered. Back then, the police had a likely suspect, but several days later, he was discovered dead from an apparent suicide. So we don't know most of the facts at all. Do you have any clues? Yes, when the crime occurred, it seems that there was someone else at the scene. A first year at Ushimitsu High School at the time. Oh, you don't say! Her name was Shinobu Asakawa. Oh, you don't say! Whoa, that girl's been missing since then, right? Yes, how did you know? Detective Utsugi, these two cases might be related. Supes, go to the police department immediately and ask about the Kaneda case. Right away, Detective. Let me teleport to the police department. Chapter 3, the Kaneda case. Chapter 3 doesn't have a guide, it just skips straight from Chapter 2 to Chapter 4.
Uh-oh. You're by yourself.
Well, I mean, so far I've been figuring it. I haven't really needed the guide, except for when it's like specific things you had to do in a specific order. It's late, but the police department is still bustling with people working away. Good evening. Hey kid, you can't just hang out here. What brings you in?
Just walked in and said clean.
Excuse me. So what brings you in today? I'm Supes Ninja, an assistant at Utsugi Detective Agency. Oh, you're the... Yes, Detective Utsugi told us. You're here about the Genjiro Kaneda case, right? I'll let the lead investigator know you're here. Please wait. Okay. Hey there, sorry to make you wait. Oh, so you're the assistant from Detective Utsugi's place. I'm Maruyama from Investigation Division 1. Nice to meet you. Thanks for speaking with me. I'm Supes Ninja from the Utsugi Detective Agency. Please stop making me say that sentence. If I remember correctly, you were at the scene when Yoko Kojima's body was discovered as well. Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's get down to business. There you go. Thank you. Talk about the Kaneda case. So you want to hear more about Genjiro Kaneda's murder case? I'll tell you everything we got so far. Thank you so much. Well, then fucking do it! Soon after Genjiro Kaneda moved here in February, 15 years ago, he opened up a bar. Later that same year, on November 10th, around 9 p.m., he was murdered in his home. About 9 p.m. too, huh? Without the cause of death. Genjiro was stabbed multiple times with a sharp weapon, causing him to bleed to death. Based on the way he was killed, we concluded that the killer was someone who strongly resented Genjiro. That makes sense. The bar. The bar wasn't part of the crime scene because Genjiro was killed in his home, which is in a different location. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Do you know anything about Genjiro Kaneda might have done to make someone resent him? Genjiro Kaneda posed as a barkeep by day, but was a ruthless scoundrel by night. He would lend money to people, then charge them a horrible interest rate when he collected. On top of that, he was a fraudster, and he fell victim to his cunning schemes. But if there are so many victims, why didn't the police investigate him? Well, he covered his tracks. We didn't have much to go off until people spoke up. And just as enough victims came forward and we started building a case, he was murdered. So Genjiro Kaneda was not well liked, to put it mildly. Exactly. We had a long list of potential suspects who had enough motive to kill him, and to top it all off, to this day we have yet to find the murder weapon. We're gonna find that shit behind that plaster wall too.
Probably in there.
There's definitely something in there. I wonder if it's the missing girl's body. That was my initial thought, is that it's just in there. Stabbed multiple times. Yeah, I know, I got that. What about the bar? Anything else about the bar? The bar wasn't the crime scene. Okay, what about Genjiro? Genjiro had a son, Goro, who was 16 years old at the time. What about Goro? When his father passed, Goro inherited a fortune. To this day, he lives off that money without having to work. Even before the incident, Goro didn't go to school. He was just fooled around and visited Genjiro's bar. Goro's 31 years old now, and he's probably still living like a king. Yeah, what a life. He's probably still living lavishly. Okay, when the cause of death, you went over that. Let's think for a second. Are Yoko Kojima's case and Shinobu Asakawa's disappearance connected? Probably. Anything else about Genjiro? He had a son named Goro. Yes, I know that. What else? Anything else about Goro? He's probably still living lavishly. Okay, and what about the bar? Back then, Genjiro's bar was a hangout spot for the town's delinquents and hoodlums. A group of girls got to know Goro at the bar and later began hanging out at his house. Most of the girls were students at Ushimitsu High School. That was because one of the girls who was particularly close to Goro Kaneda was a school at Ushimitsu High School. It seems that she often invited friends to go over there after school. The girls. On the night of the murder, 3 girls had made plans to go out with Goro and were waiting in front of his place. But Goro never showed up. 2 of the girls got tired of waiting and left. But one stayed behind, saying she'd hang around a bit longer. And that was Shinobu Asakawa? Correct. The girls left before 9 p.m., leaving Shinobu Asakawa alone when the crime was committed. About Shinobu. That night she mysteriously disappeared. Was she somehow linked to the murder? We have no clues as to where she may have gone. Honestly, my gut tells me Shinobu Asakawa is dead. Why? Forensics found some AB blood about 10 meters from the house, which matches Shinobu Asakawa's blood type. How you doing so far? You keeping up? Why don't you take some time to gather your thoughts? Why don't you think for a second? Alright, I'll think. Okay, here's what I got so far. Please let me know if I'm off base. Instruction. In the following text, please enter the name of the person who fits in the blank. Please choose the name you think is correct using the stick, then press A to select. The night of the crime, Genjiro and Shinobu Asakawa were present at the Kaneda residence. She was waiting alone for Goro to return. She was waiting alone for Goro Kaneda to return. Correct. That's when the murderer came and stabbed Genjiro. Well, that's what he looked like. Jesus.
Ooh.
I'd stab him too.
Yeah. Cue ball right there.
That's when the murderer came and stabbed Genjiro Kaneda multiple times with a sharp weapon. Exactly. Hearing something, Blank rushed to the scene. Who found the body again?
Goro also rushed to the scene of himself being stabbed.
I think it must have been Shinobu, right? Because she was the only one that she was the witness. Hearing something, Shinobu Asakawa rushed to the scene. You got it. Genjiro Kaneda was lying there, unconscious and bleeding at the feet of the killer. When the killer saw her face, she tried to run, but Shinobu was caught and abducted. Then Blank was either injured by the killer, then Shinobu was either injured by the killer, or she was murdered. Great job, Detective Ninja. Your theory matches exactly what police thought at the time. I'm impressed. However, back then we had one more theory regarding Shinobu Asakawa. Another theory? What could it be? That Shinobu Asakawa was the killer. See, she disappeared from the crime scene right after the murder. With this in mind, along with Asakawa still being a minor, we directed the media not to publish her name. And at the school's request, we took extra care in gathering information. If there was a kid like you back then, it might have helped us a bunch. Because of the sensitivity of the case, only those who were directly involved know the details. That said, there were many rumors floating around, but my gut says that Asakawa was murdered by the killer. Okay. Anything else? Is it thinking time? Nope. Alright. What about Goro? Soon after the murder, Goro, whatever that said. Goro returned home to find Genjiro's body and quickly reported it to the police. There we go. Killer is clearly capable of horrific things. Goro Kaneda returned home right after the murder. On his way there, he was passed by a car. A car? A car. It was an ordinary black car. He didn't get a good look at the make or license plate number. Understandable, he didn't know what had happened yet, but there's a good chance that car was used in the crimes. There were tire marks near the crime scene, and they would have needed a car to abduct Asakawa. I see. By the way, I'd heard that a suspect in the case committed suicide. Oh, you're well informed. Yes, right after the incident, a man named Teruhiko Uchida committed suicide. Teruhiko Uchida. What about him? Teruhiko Uchida ran a small factory in town, but he lost it after falling victim to Genjiro's fraud. Teruhiko seemed to be an upstanding man, but some say he was a little too nice for his own good. He generously went out of his way to help Genjiro, who had just moved to town. Then his generosity backfired. So Teruhiko Uchida had a strong motive. We were going to speak to Teruhiko as a person of interest, but he had gone missing just a few hours before the crime. We tried to track his movements, but it was too late. A few days later, Teruhiko Uchida's body was found. It's possible that he might have killed Genjiro than himself, but we don't have any proof. Plus, there were other suspects to consider. The problem was they all had strong alibis. And now this year, the case is reaching its statute of limitations. I didn't know murder had a statute of limitations.
Apparently.
I assumed it didn't.
Maybe it doesn't.
So that's the general summary of Genjiro Kaneda's murder case. Thinking time, I think. I generally understand the incident that Shinobu Asakawa was implicated in. I should get back to the office and process everything. What's wrong? You seem lost in thought all of a sudden. Wait a minute, aren't you looking into that Yoko Kojima case, the girl who was murdered the other day? Do you think there's some connection between that case and the Genjiro Kaneda case? Yoko Kojima was looking into a rumor at Ushimitsu High School. It's about the girl who stands behind, a ghost. There's a chance the rumor came about after Shinobu Asakawa's disappearance. A ghost? That's quite interesting. I'd love to hear about that too. But sadly, we don't have much time. Maybe next time. Eh?
He pulled up that pen. I think he's gonna smoke.
Yeah? This is my vape.
It also writes.
It's a
Writes
good...
out nicotine.
It's a good pen. I'll head out now. Thanks for your help. Sure, get back safe. Say hi to Detective Utsugi for me. I enjoy that man and his sideburns. Utsugi, Detective Agency. I'm back.
You are.
Oh, Detective Utsugi isn't around. He seems to have gone out. Speculate. Shinobu Asakawa seems to have been implicated in the Kaneda case. The theory that Shinobu was murdered likely led to the rumor about the girl who stands behind. 15 years later, Kaneda's killer and Shinobu's whereabouts are still both shrouded in mystery. Teruhiko Uchida, who was a strong suspect for the case, committed suicide. Was he the killer after all? I doubt it. That would be way too easy.
Game's over. Second chapter. Bye. See
Wait
ya.
a second. While Yoko was looking into the rumor about the girl who stands behind, she might have come across the Kaneda case. And as she continued to investigate, it's impossible she had found key information about the killer. And if the true identity of the killer ended up being someone other than Uchida, did the killer also... But to prove this theory, I need to confirm that Yoko knew about the Kaneda case. I like it when a character and I come to the same conclusions. School's about to get out. I guess I'll go and speak to more people. I may be able to find a clue that tells me whether Yoko knew about the Kaneda case or not. Or, and hear me out, how do I save? I need to save in this game. I don't
I
know.
always forget.
How do I... Is it return to totals? Is that the... No? No. How do I save? I want to save. How do I save? I would like to save. Quit investigation. That's how you save. You have to quit to save.
Weird.
Makes sense. It just makes sense if you don't think about it.
Just works.
Alright, well, that's going to do it for us today. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with something, maybe Ace Attorney, but probably not.
Probably not.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye. Yeah.